I told you I'm here to get it, cause baby I'm in my prime. So if you want it, come with it, nobody dimming my shine. Been a long time, homie, since I first got down. Still on top of my game, forever play to the crowd. When I'm in front of a mic and I'm in the spotlight, the Gridiron, man, we taking y'all on a flight. Always coming for the hardcore, this is what I work for. Got 'em feeling for some more, they yelling encore. Verbally, I'm bringing heat to the streets. The flames spitter, my squad, nothing but winners, and you'll never see a quitter. Cause adversity is part of the plan. Just as sure as you go, always bob your head to the jam. So turn your volume up, you can see me up on your screen. Kicking knowledge like you need it, y'all some football fiends. Bringing heat at 100, we the realest around. Welcome to the Gridiron, baby, it's going down now. Like the music buzzing in amps. When I hit the end zone, fans are rocking the stands. Cause I'm an all be known until the break of the dawn. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the field. It's the battle hymn, homie, gonna bang in your ear. But when they hear it, they gon' know the Kings is here. All be known until the break of the dawn. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the field. I'm here to get mine, never gonna dwell on the past. Always moving forward, I won't take my foot off the gas. And I'm ready for the battle and whatever may come. I fight from up in the saddle, go and beat that war drum. If you want some, get some, wicked about to get dumb. Got the crowd getting loud, everybody head sprung. Hitting hard and coming stronger like a buck from a gauge. Like Micah, I'm a lion busting out of my cage. Cause y'all ain't holding me now, I'll break your bury you down. Go and check your books, cause there ain't no play to be found. They can counter what I'm bringing, you ain't figure me out. Hitting suckers from their gut to their chest and their mouth. And now we steady climbing up to the top. You trying to get on our level, they watch your ass get dropped. Yo, it's your boy on the track, the OG double G. I'm rolling with the heavy hitter, yeah, that's Jersey the King. Let's get it.
Spring Bowl 1 is here. San Antonio Brahmas, Birmingham Stallions. Tomorrow, it's going down. UFL Championship, aka the Spring Bowl. What we're dubbing it here at Fuel Sports Network. You already know it's the Gridiron, baby, and I'm being joined by a special guest today, and you all know him very well. So we're gonna get into this show the right way. We got some more NFL news. We got some IFL news. There's some things to talk about today. So let's get into it. This is the Gridiron live on Fuel Sports Network. Lego. Happy Saturday to everyone. This is the Gridiron live on Fuel Sports Network. I am your host, one of your hosts, Kevin Jersey the King Wumble. Gabe's not here today. Work called him and he had to go handle his business. So I am joined by none other than the CEO of Fuel Sports Network, the one, the only. Look at him. Get a nice good look at him. Mr.
Hey,
Arlington.
I'm gonna get with Hit, man. Don't let me find Hit talking about my Chrome Dome, man. You better lay off this bad.
Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? Wow. Double the Chrome Dome. Let's get it. We're going to do this the right way today because Hit be trolling and want to be talking about
everything,
my ball,
dude.
you know what I mean?
Swear.
I love you, Hit. You my dog. I appreciate you so much, man. And welcome into the show, everybody. It is Saturday, June 15th, 2024, the eve of the inaugural Spring Bowl. There's no other way to call it. You can't just call it the UFL Championship. That sounds too generic. This is the Spring Bowl. Why? Because there's a season 2. There's a lot to talk about. There is really a lot to talk about, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today and joining the show. Of course, it's a pleasure, man. If you missed the Father's Day edition of Fun Fan Friday on the A Train show yesterday, in case you missed it, go back and watch it on Fuel Sports Network. Do it now. Not now. but do it today if you missed it yesterday because it was a good
we had a
show.
lot of fun,
You know
man.
what I
We had
mean?
a
We
lot
don't.
of fun, man.
We had to go. We had to open the doors
To the sports
to the
pulpit.
sports pulpit. Am I right?
We sure did. Hey,
Did
we
get
had
it
a
on?
good time with that too,
Something's going
man.
on.
But yeah,
Oh,
big ups to
there we go.
Robert, Dr.
Yeah,
Robert Bailey, man. He did it. Hey, we have fun, man. We have fun when we do
most
the show
definitely. And it was a
on
good show.
Fridays.
I did get to watch it last night on my way to work. Definitely, man. I love the pastor, man. I love the pastor. He has a great mind in sports, and it's great to see him on the show with you. Can't lie. I really dig it. You know what I mean? And I can't thank you enough for
Is it me that's doing it this time? What happened? Something just happened, man. I think he went away on his own show. That's amazing. He went away. Hey, this to bring the ratings up. Anybody that leaves their own show at a given moment, you never know what might happen. And it's just like he disappeared, man. Look, I'm not the star of this show. I'm just letting them know flat out.
I'm back. My
I'm not this.
internet was tripping, man. My internet was tripping. It's all good. It said not today, and then it said okay.
The Ebony Crow goes are too strong, man. Hey, hit on
Yeah,
one
man, it's
today, boy.
shining. It's shining. You know, we got the reflectors going. Follow us if it's dark
Hey,
outside.
if we blinding you, guess what? I don't care. I don't care today. We just gonna blind you
I'm
today,
embracing my baldness. Okay. Okay, we are
as
embracing
you
our
should.
baldness. That's what you guys got to understand. Miss Sabrina,
Yes.
if you are watching, I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for donating to my Autism Speaks fundraiser I held for my birthday. I'm greatly appreciative of you. Thank you very much. So if you are watching, thank you. If you'd like, you can still go to my page. I will make another post to share, or I'll share another post for you all to be able to donate if you like to the Autism Speaks fundraiser. I'm trying to raise at least 1,500 to Autism Speaks or for Autism Speaks, and I'd like to present that to them through this fundraiser on Facebook. So make sure you guys go and check out my page and go and check out the fundraiser as well. Greatly appreciate you all. But let's get into some football. A-Train, you ready? Because
I'm ready,
there's
baby.
a lot going on. There's a
Ready.
lot going on. Now, before we get into the slate for the week,
Slate.
the slate, there's some news. There's some actual news in the UFL. Now, I forgot to make, forgive me, y'all. I got off work at 7 this morning. I ain't have everything together like I wanted. I apologize. But one of the biggest things that we've heard this past week, supposedly it's gotten confirmed. You like that? Confirmed. Supposedly it's confirmed that the UFL will be having games on Fox next season. So in season 2 of the UFL, which we're getting, what's going on, champ? How you doing, Sandy? Welcome in. The news we're talking about is the UFL on Fox next season. They're talking about having Friday night games, taking over that slot from SmackDown. What are your thoughts on this? How do you feel about this personally, from a personal standpoint, but and as a fan, but also from a journalist and sportscaster fan standpoint as well?
I've always wanted at some point to see some Friday night football in some capacity. I know Friday night is not the best night for anything television wise. They refer to it as the death slot. That anything that goes on Friday nights usually don't last too much, don't last too long. So when you have a league that is looking for some more growth, I don't see it being a problem having some Friday night games on your network, especially as big a network as Fox. Fox is about to remove their Friday Night SmackDown series, so that leaves, which it can cause a little bit of conflict. Fox is only 2 hours, and most stations around the country have news at 9 o'clock. So that means on those game nights, you're going to have to push your time to 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, especially if it's in this market here in St. Louis. It'll have to push it back 2 hours. It's going to have to be pushed back an hour to 10 p.m. and then 11 p.m. And they're going to have to abide with that, or they're going to be against it.
And nobody's going to want to do that on a Friday
can't really
night.
do anything about it because it's going to happen.
Right. It's going to happen regardless. But nobody's going to want to wait to see the news. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to imagine
they'll go to another station.
You got the post-game show as well. You know what I mean? Because they're eventually going to have a post-game show. You're having a season 2, so something's going to happen. Now, on top of that news, Champ says, yeah, more teams. Guess what, Champ? There could be a possibility of that in the distant future because we have to get through season 2. I'm sorry. We have to get through season 2, and it has to be a little more successful than season 1 was. It's just that simple. Not going to get anyone's hopes up at all.
As crazy as this sounds,
but
Jersey, as crazy as this sounds, think about it. Since 2022, we've had some form of spring football on the air. We've had USFL 2022, XFL dropped in with 2023. USFL had their second year, and then we've had the UFL. So we had 3 straight years of spring football. 3. So as much as we want to sit back and say there's really no form of consistency, there really has been. It's just been done in a different realm. There have been different rules. I know that's the problem. There's no consistency. But in a way of having a spring football season somewhere, we've had that. And we're about to go into a 4th year.
We can say that. We can honestly say that. Now, as far as consistency with one league, the USFL is the only one to have 2 consecutive seasons until now. Now, my thing as well with this situation is if you're planning on having games on Fridays, which day is going to have 2 games? And which days are going to have 1? Or are you going to add 2 teams and make it a 10-team league?
If you look back, what happened
makes more sense.
If you look back, what happened during the XFL in 2023, remember they were doing the you had a Thursday game, you had a Monday game, you had a Friday game, and those weeks that had that, one day had 2 games each time.
Yeah.
And more than likely, it would have been a Sunday to do it. You could do it on a Saturday. You could do it on I think they did it on either day, Saturday or Sunday. But my thing is you can do it on either day, but you're going to put what you think is the best matchup and leave that. You leave that for the one day that you put it on.
But a lot of people like the 2 games on one day structure.
Right.
That's why I say, is adding 2 teams feasible to make it to where that Friday schedule fits a little bit better to where you can still have a Friday night game and then 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday.
Let's not take away from it, but even if you do add 2 teams to it, you got to make sure it's 2 viable venues that they can use.
Of course.
And then the venues got to work with you in that process. So at this rate,
I completely get that. Let's just say hypothetically all that is in place.
you do
Let's just
keep
say
your two
hypothetically.
teams.
Mm-hmm.
You do keep your two
Go ahead.
teams on Saturdays and Sundays. You get your 2 games on both days, and then you can float one day, whether you want to throw it on a Friday,
That
whether you
Friday,
want to
right?
throw it on a Monday. In this case, Friday would be the answer.
Because my thing is, if you're gonna add a Friday game, make it one game.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. That
Not two.
there's no
You know
way
what I mean?
around it. Yeah. Friday night's like your Friday night
Make it
game
one
of the
game.
week.
We don't need 2 Friday games. It wouldn't work
Right.
at all.
I mean, I would not have a problem with that. Usually when you do that, it is a special game for you on Friday night. And you're going to have that block, which could be 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours of time. Even though I know Fox doesn't really do 3 hours worth of content, they would almost have to do that here. And I know that's going to be a problem for most affiliates. And I see my guy, he's about to remove himself. But that's the issue here, is that if you really look at Fox affiliates only do 2 hours worth of programming. That's going to be the big holdup. Like even SmackDown couldn't do 3 hours because of that hour that was given for news. Because most stations these days, they have a 9 o'clock news or a 10 o'clock news before they do the 11 o'clock news. That's what's going to be the big issue here. That's why a part of me want to see Friday night football games, but at the same time, it's like, can it work? That's going to be the key thing.
Leave my internet alone, Sid. Leave my internet alone here. It's a bad day today, okay? Leave it alone. I do got the make Wi-Fi right now.
Not the make Wi-Fi.
I got the make Wi-Fi right now.
Listen.
No, but I agree. You know, it's going to be hard to fit a football game in on Friday. It's not a high school football game. Fridays are meant for high school games.
But that'll be after the season, so that's not the problem. That's not the problem.
I know, but what I'm saying is, it's not in the norm to have a Friday night game during this time of the year.
Right.
You get what I mean?
It's a big experiment. It is a big experiment. That's how this.
So the time slot is not going. It's going to be hard, like you keep saying. The time slot is going to be hard to really pack a 3-hour game into, you know, that time slot to where after that 3-hour game, that news is coming on at its regular scheduled time. So whatever show comes on an hour before SmackDown is going to have to get completely pushed out of that Friday slot.
I mean, hell, they're about to put college football on. So, and a lot of times, Jersey, that TV stations, they will change stuff up on the fly when you least expect it.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is just me. I feel for the news broadcasters that have to stay an extra hour or so because of commitments that's been made to sporting events.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that when you have not the Super Bowl, but the national championship. When they play the game on network TV, any broadcaster on CBS, granted, it is few and far between, but it happens often. That's why now they do the cable game on for the national championship. So that way it doesn't coincide with the news. You're about to take something it hasn't been quite proven yet. It's there, but it's not truly proven. You need another year to see if it's a proven product.
Exactly.
And because it's not a proven product yet, it makes it difficult for these stations to say, hey, we want you to take a chance on this. It's a Friday deal. Yes, we know that because they're doing college football also on Friday nights too. Got to keep that in perspective.
Yep.
And so because of that, you're also you're adding more to the mix. And Fox is damn sure willing to do anything they can to get more viewership on their network. But I just find it funny. You're going to take something that's going to be, at least as of right now, half of the audience that you were normally getting on Fridays.
Yep.
You look at SmackDown's ratings and you insert what just as an example, use the XFL championship from that. It's half of the ratings from a SmackDown episode, or most times it's half. Hey man, you have to ban Hit, dude, because he's getting out of control on his chat, man. He's getting out of control.
That's Hit, man. That's Hit.
I know. I'm just messing with him, man. He have
that
way
is
too much
Hit. That's why we love.
He look forward. Like I
swear
to God, I think he look forward to this day every week.
Yes, he does. He does. I promise you, he does. But yo, we got to get into a quick commercial break because we're past the commercial break time.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh, my bad. See, look,
there's a lot to talk about though. So, but it's a good combo. It's definitely a good combo. But we got more to talk about, especially the UFL Championship, and we'll do that when we come back after this commercial break right here on Fuel Sports Network. This is the Gridiron Show with Kevin Jersey the King Womble and special guest Arlington A-Train Lane. We'll be right back.
If you aren't perfect, if you've ever struggled, if you've ever failed, if you want to get better, be better, and make our world better, this is the perfect brand for you. True Victory. Founded by U.S. military veterans, True Victory is a sportswear and streetwear brand dedicated to building everyday champions on and off the field. We're a cause. Our purpose is to transform lives and elevate humanity through the power and unity of sports, positive stories, and serving others. We're dedicated to the game, the grind, and the globe. But most importantly, we're dedicated to you. That's what it means to be always true.
Welcome back to the Gridiron Live on Fuel Sports Network. If you haven't, go ahead and do so now. Download the Fuel Sports Network app on your Roku and Amazon TV and devices. That's Roku TV, Amazon TV, Roku Stick, and Amazon Fire Stick. And make sure you check us out live. Each and every day there's a live show on Fuel, so make sure you check it out, man. There's so much more coming to the Fuel Sports Network. Yes, every day there's a live show. Can y'all imagine that? They're every day there's at least one.
I guess we're doing something right. As you know
what I mean?
Anonymous troll jumped on about something. Yeah, Mr. CEO, you let him go over the commercial break. Get with it. Hey, listen,
I've seen that too.
Conversation. All right. Hey, he want that to be done. Guess what? 5 minutes, you taking another commercial break. Since that's what we doing here, we finna keep it just like how we said.
Yep. Damn it. You damn right. Listen, y'all, make sure you go and follow the Gridiron socials on. I am. Make sure you go and follow the Gridiron socials if you haven't already. Trying to get those subscribers up on YouTube. You know what I mean? Trying to get the subscribers up on YouTube for sure. 23. I'm sitting at Jordan right now. I love the number 23, but I would like to see a couple zeros behind that sooner or later. You know? That's what we're trying to do. Just grow. We're trying to grow. So share. Make sure you go and follow all of Fuel Sports Network's socials. If you don't know them by now, then something wrong with you, and you're not you're not. I don't.
Yes. Hey, real quick before you make another
drinking that soda like that.
Make sure we throw that up real quick. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Now,
throw that up real quick. Thank you.
Going forward, all graphics that are being shown on this show are brought to you by either the IFL, Indoor Football League, the UFL, United Football League, the NFL, the NFL, National Football League, and the NCAA football spectrum of the NCAA. So just gonna get that disclaimer out there. All that's brought to you by them, just utilizing it for public use because it's out there. All right. Thank you. Don't sue us. All right, let's get into it. It's championship week in the UFL. And this is what we got. I don't know why my graphic ain't showing. There we go. This is what we got here. It's, of course, the San Antonio Brahmas and the Birmingham Stallions. This is what we're looking at with that nice UFL trophy in the back. I do like that UFL trophy. I can't even lie. It's the Spring Bowl, y'all. It's a decent game coming up. And the reason why I say it's a decent game is because I don't know what to expect. Right? Crowd size, I don't know what to expect. What else? I mean, we can hope that the dome is going to be completely packed. We can definitely hope that. But it's going to be hard because St. Louis is not in the championship. And yes, that's not fair.
It is. It's not.
The league. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Especially when
if
you're offering.
Fans want to support this league, then
$4 for a ticket. Are you gonna be mad, folks? If you're looking at the championship right now, you're looking at $4 a ticket. There are $4 tickets for the UFL championship right now. If you're looking for something to do on Father's Day, this is a perfect time for you guys to be in on this. Oh, they dropped it again? Golly. They now dropped it again to half that, $2. So you could get 20 tickets for $40. Hey,
yep.
The Arizona Diamondbacks, I'm using this as an example. They were selling World Series tickets for far under market value, like what, 75%?
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Was that breaking news that we just dropped in? $2.
Yeah.
$2.
No, Jake Bates is going to Detroit. 2-year deal. Jake Bates has signed with the Detroit Lions on a 2-year deal. Adam Schefter has reported this. Jake Bates, Boots Bates, is signed with the Detroit Lions. We knew this was coming. We've seen this coming in the middle of the year, or in the middle of the season, excuse me. So there you have it.
Yo, all the best to Jake Bates.
Yes, he does deserve it.
All the best to Jake Bates, man. And he's gonna be inside the dome. I know his
Good morning or good afternoon, Michael.
He's gonna be excited. He's gonna be excited for
Keela.
it too. Hey, time to take a break.
Yeah. Now, don't. Oh, yep. Time to take commercial break. Hey, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. This commercial break.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute and some change.
As you've seen, we got a new sponsor, Retro Royals.
Unmute yourself, sir. We're back. We're back.
Sorry. Welcome back to Gridiron, live on Field Sports Network. I am your host, Kevin Jersey King Womble. Special guest host today. Gabe is not with us. A-Train, Arlington Lane. And breaking news. Jake Bates signed 2-year deal with the Detroit Lions. He will be, on that roster, hopefully. Well, no, there ain't no hopefully. He's on that roster. He is a kicker on that roster.
When you get 2-year deal, I don't know if it's did they say it was guaranteed? I was looking for it to see
I don't know
if it was guaranteed
money yet. There was no details.
Okay.
There's no details on the money yet. We just know it's a 2-year deal. Now
we know that
before everybody gets their hopes up, like, oh, he's gonna be a Pro Bowler. Wait a minute.
I gotta see what he looks like in NFL uniform, man.
He has a leg
on
that. Listen. I gotta see him on the field in an NFL game in an outdoor field.
Yes.
Because let's keep it 100. I'm not taking anything away from Jake Bates whatsoever. That man has a leg. I call him Jake Bates.
Let's go.
And this young man has a leg, but let's not forget he has not started a game ever. He's never or kicked a field goal in a game ever. He was only a place kicker until he got to the UFL. And we've seen him miss in outdoor stadiums. Now, indoors, he's money. He booting that thing. But outdoors, we've seen him miss. So he's going to have to, and then you got to imagine, he's not used to playing in the winter. That wind, that snow, that cold, that makes a huge difference when it comes to kickers. It makes a huge difference for them. And if he doesn't know how to kick in a blizzard,
I got the bigger one. He ain't never kicked in front of 60,000 people either. He ain't never kicked in front of 60,000 when they're expecting you to make it. It could be dome, outside, sun, rain, weather, snow, blizzards. You got to see what he looked like when he can do it with that many people screaming in his ear.
Trust me.
There are all kind of variables for him.
It's going to be huge.
It seemed like we're giving him a backhanded compliment. But the thing is, what we want to see is he has missed kicks. I want to see what he does with these variables. 60,000, 70,000, sunlight, rain, snow, wind. Do I have to bring in Captain Planet and the Planeteers in this bad boy just to understand what we got going here? There's a whole bunch of variables with this. And I love
Welcome
it
in, Mike.
because here's the thing. If he's on the same wavelength like Brandon Aubrey was, yo boy, Brandon Aubrey, former Birmingham Stallion kicker, who is now perfect in the regular season in field goal kicks. Perfect. Can he continue? Can he go on that same
automatic
wavelength? That's going to be the key here. Brandon Aubrey set a precedent, believe it or not, for spring football kickers and for players that want to make that leap. You know, it set the precedent. And that's what, definitely. I'm
real
so
quick.
happy. I'm happy for him. And I'm like, I seem like I'm giving him a backhand compliment.
I'm happy for him. Yeah.
But we got to keep it real.
Sabrina, thank you for your donation to the Autism Speaks fundraiser for my birthday. Greatly appreciated. I did speak of this earlier, but you weren't in yet. And now that you're here, I just wanted to address you directly. And thank you for your contribution to
I'm going to be real with you, sir.
The fundraiser I held for my birthday.
I'm going to be real with you, sir. You're not going to be able to talk anything else except the UFL today. I'm serious, man. You're not going to be able to do it. The other thing,
I know. There isn't really much I have for the NFL, anyways.
But you got one.
You're definitely right. And yeah, I do. We do got something to talk about.
We got one. What's that? I seen what Jacob Sailors is getting looked at.
Was
that right? Jacob Sailors is
I believe John Trey is getting looked at again.
King Butler is getting looked at by the Jags.
Yeah, Hakeem. I hope he take it serious this time. Because when he was with the Steelers, they said he wasn't taking it serious. And when Mike Tomlin is sitting here saying you're not taking football serious, you ain't taking it serious.
And when Wade Phillips is in your ear telling you, I got opportunities for you, you better take them, dude. Don't mess that up. Hey, I'm going this comment from Hit. I really hate him for this. Come on, my Mr. CEO is asserting his power. I feel comfortable. I'm telling HR, whatever. It read somewhere that Tom Brady won't actually be at the game, but instead will be on the video monitor like Dwayne Johnson was. Any truth to this? I would not be surprised if that was the case. I wouldn't be surprised.
What? If that is, that's going to be so corny. How you going to present the trophy to the team?
But see, here's the thing, though, brother. Is he going to be live when he does it, or is it going to be some pre-taped? Is it going to be some pre-taped mess?
That's what I'm
messing with y'all.
Saying.
I'm missing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm messing
if it ain't live,
I'm missing Clash at the Castles for y'all, man.
Right.
But
this is how much we love y'all, man. This is how much I love y'all.
This is how much we love you, man.
Clash at the Castle. I really am.
Definitely check it out. But I already know. I think I already have a feeling what's gonna happen.
Y'all make fuel what we are. Y'all make fuel what we are, man. But look, let's get back into this championship preview. We got a little off topic.
Yes,
we've got some interesting, stats here. Just take a look at your shout out to your XFL conference champion and your USFL conference champion. Just another quick graphic for y'all. Show them all real quick, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is the offensive comparison we have right now. Players and just teams or team-based. And it's going to be interesting because the Stallions' leading rusher is the quarterback. But their most offensive touchdowns have come from the running back. So it's like Adrian Martinez gets you down the field, and then Ricky Person will finish it off with either a nice little catch or little 2, 3, 4 yard run. You know what I mean? So he's not all the stats that he should be because Adrian's having to use his legs a lot. And I told y'all my man was going to be the MVP. Told y'all about that boy. At the very beginning of the season, everybody's like, Jersey, you're tripping. It's going to be Matt Corral. Matt Corral. He's going to lead the Birmingham Stallions. And I said, no, it's going to be A to the M. 9 a.m.
I wish you'd have made
Just
that
so
bet,
y'all know.
dude.
9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. I wish I would have too, because I'd be sitting on some ducats right now. Okay, I'd have a nice little bank right now on everything. I would have a nice little bank right now because I would have bet against everybody. I would have took all comers. I should have just went with my gut, man. I should have just went with my gut. It would be funny, but I don't think he's going to. I think last week was just a hiccup for Adrian. I'm gonna keep it real and let's keep it real. If Patrick Mahomes had a game like that, which we've seen Patrick Mahomes have a game where he's thrown multiple interceptions, we've seen Patrick Mahomes have a game where he's been off. We ain't gonna be like, oh, bench Patrick the next game, bench him. Yeah, right.
Oh man, come on, man.
Things happen.
Because
not every single game you're gonna get the greatest performance.
You have to trust the backup quarterback for the Chiefs if that's the case, bro. And you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do that at all. But yes, it is true, Sandy. San Antonio was the only team to beat them. And honestly, this matchup is for the best. Battlehawks fans, listen to me. I love y'all. But if they would have played in the UFL championship, I'd rather them take this XFL conference championship hit instead of this UFL championship hit. I'd have been cool with that. Because you lose in the UFL championship at home. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all will be wanting Anthony Beck's head on a silver platter and serving it to the cacao birds. You want to serve it. I guarantee you. So it's better that they took this because this matchup, believe it or not, from those Stallions is way better. Way better. Oh, you think I'm right? Yes. See, Jersey, you think I'm lying, man. Because you think I'm really lying, dude. Listen.
No. I know it's going to be a better matchup. I know it's going to be a more entertaining game. These defenses and the offenses are going to show out, and it's going to be up to these defenses to stop these offenses and these offenses to run over these defenses. This is going to be very, very exciting. Like, this is the rematch that I was looking forward to. Like, I'm ready for the Spring Bowl. Hashtag Spring Bowl. Make sure y'all do that. Hashtag the Spring Bowl. Make sure we got to dub it the Spring Bowl.
This is
come on, Legion.
The matchup. And I'm glad this is the matchup because it was the one team that beat the Birmingham Stallions, messed up that streak, and now they get an opportunity to see if they can do it again, this time for a greater prize, in this case, the UFL championship. And make sure it wasn't a fluke because now they have everybody on deck. All hands on deck for this game.
Yep.
It's all hands on deck. Shout out to Cade Warner. I think
who had the lowest odds to get to the UFL championship at the beginning of the season?
The Browns.
And who was I talking about at the quarterback position for San Antonio? And everybody was like, Jersey, you're tripping. I called this at the beginning of the season. I called it at the beginning of the season. I said this.
Start making them bet.
I said I live in Vegas. I'm like the bookie. I can't. I just give y'all bets. I just give y'all info. Y'all should have just took my word for it instead of denying me. Y'all want to always say Jersey's always right. Damn it, Jersey's always right. Because I've been right. I called this at the beginning of the season. I said, I see something in this young man. in both of these young men. Y'all better pay attention. Oh, they got it. Matt Corral has a better arm. Quentin Dormady, blah, blah, blah. Look at these boys. Where are they at? Starting in the inaugural first annual Spring Bowl, baby. What do you mean? Stop playing with me. Listen to what I say to y'all. I know what I'm talking about. You see this. It has showed on the field, and I said it. It's going to take time for growth. And look what Adrian Martinez did over the season. Look what Chase Garbage did when he returned back from injury. Stop. Both of them boys got nasty on the field. Yes, there have been some hiccups. Don't get me wrong. But that's part of the growing process of becoming.
Okay. You have spoken your piece. You have spoken your piece about it. Hey, and I have nothing against it. There's nothing wrong with what you were saying. I just the fact that, look, I'm going by what history has shown me here. And history has shown that Quentin Dormady had an arm. I don't think he had as prolific an offense, though.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry. I guess I went away. But here's my thing, though. These aren't elite NFL quarterbacks. They may not ever get to that level, but what we're seeing right now is growing pains and growth. That's what we're seeing. So when they're having games when they're throwing interceptions and things like that and making bad reads, it's learning process. It's the learning curve. Okay, next time I'll go and make a better decision. I'll see this play differently. Then they'll go back and look through the whole game. And they see what they need to do differently in the next game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right. We got to take one more break.
But I told you guys.
And then we'll keep it short. I promise you.
And when we come back,
more of the Gridiron right after this.
Yeah,
we ain't done yet.
Real quick. Welcome back to the Gridiron, live on Field Sports Network. I'm your host, Kevin JTK Womble. He's the A-Train Arlington Lane. And listen, y'all, we have a great game coming up tomorrow. It's Father's Day.
I hate you already. I hate you already. It doesn't matter. I hate him already.
But we love you in all the same breath. All right, real quick. IFL Week 14 is kicking off. Listen, I can't stand y'all right now. IFL Week 14 is kicking off, and it kicked off last night with the Green Bay Blizzard clinching a playoff berth already by bringing that blizzard and freezing them Sharks out there in Green Bay. Jacksonville went out there and tried to get a win, and as you see, it did not go their way at all. And I don't know, man. It's interesting that Green Bay is the number one seed so far. Well, the first team to clinch a playoff spot. You know, my Nighthawks is we're on a 3-game skid right now, and we're trying to bounce back. We take on Duke City this week. We got Quad City taking on Iowa. We got San Antonio taking on Massachusetts. We got Sioux City taking on, I believe that's Tulsa. We also have Frisco taking on Tucson, Northern Arizona taking on Arizona, and then the San Diego Strike Force taking on the Bay Area Panthers. So it's like a neighborly match, aside from the San Antonio and Pirates game, Massachusetts game. Because if you see this, Frisco and Tucson, they're right next to each other. Tucson, Arizona, and the Frisco team and where they're located in Texas. And you got Northern Arizona playing Arizona. You got Bay Area taking on San Diego Strike Force. You know what I mean? It's like they're playing each other's backyard teams. Tulsa,
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Sioux Falls. Well, Sioux Falls, I wouldn't call that Tulsa's backyard because that's in South Dakota. But even still, you get what I mean? Like this week's interesting. This week is really, really interesting. I can't
I
lie.
guess you got to look at
The
it.
IFL week this week is interesting.
Who gonna stop them Bay Area Panthers, man? Because
Man,
Vegas
we
is
are.
skidding.
Because we did it already.
Vegas is skidding though, man. They skidding. They skidding.
But
So
we
let's
beat
go.
them
Hey,
already.
they
All we
got Duke
gotta do is
City
just
this.
bounce back. Yeah, and Duke City got one win.
Listen, and they here to play spoiler from this point on. They here to play
I
spoiler
know.
to y'all.
I
That's
know.
all they
The
here to
playoff
do
push
at
is
this
real
point,
this week, man.
They want to
The
spoil
playoff
your
push is
chance to
real in
even
the
catch Bay
IFL right
Area,
now.
man.
Yeah, I know. But the
So
championship game gonna be here in Vegas, and Vegas is trying to be that team to play in the championship at home. So I'm hoping we can make it happen, man. I'm hoping we can make it happen. We got a big game coming up today, I
so
believe, against Quad City or Duke City, excuse me.
so
Go ahead.
question, are they taking the top two teams to play in the conference championship and then the winner gets that, or is it just the top two teams of each
No,
conference
what
playing the
they
championship?
do is since there's 16 teams, right? There's 16 teams
Oh,
in
we
this league.
okay.
So you actually have a playoff bracket. You know, it's going to be like the first. It's like the best 4 teams, the top 4 teams
Okay.
in each conference. Top 4
Okay.
I gotta look it up again. It's either the top 4 between the top 4 and 6 teams, if I'm not mistaken, go to the playoffs. It's not like no small playoff. You know what I mean? It's actually a couple
Right.
weeks, and then you have the championship game. So, yeah, the IFL is legit when it comes to their 16-team league. You know what I mean? They have 19 weeks in their season, and then you got the playoffs.
I want
So
to see the San
I'm
Antonio
excited.
Gunslingers get in because we got some people within view
I
that
would love to see them get in.
so I definitely want to see them
Yes,
get
and
in.
you can check out the Smoking Guns podcast every Monday until the season is over. IFL still going on. So y'all get ready this Monday. We're gonna be They'll be recapping the Spring Bowl 1, and of course this weekend in the IFL. So let's get to it now, real quick, because we got to keep it moving, and we got fan mail to get into. These are your IFL standings currently, and this is not counting the Green Bay win over Jacksonville. Green Bay is actually 10-2. Jacksonville falls to 2-9. So get ready. Now, moving on to the NFL real quick. Like I said, the playoff push is real in the IFL. So tune into the games this weekend. It's really good action. I've gone to a game personally now and got to experience the IFL game, man, and it's lit. It's lit. It is so lit. It actually is, man. Go check out these games. If you have an opportunity, if you have a team in your city or close to you, go to a game. You won't regret it. Trust me. Now, Christian McCaffrey is on the cover of Madden. A-Train, is this a good thing or a bad thing for Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers?
Bad
know
thing.
about that.
It's a bad thing, dude.
Why do you think that? You think the curse is back?
Curse is back, man. That curse is back.
Because some of the players that's been on the cover of Madden lately haven't been playing.
Have had bad seasons or gotten hurt. It's a thing. It's a thing. Everybody say, "Well, the curse is broken. Curse is broken." All right, say what you want.
I don't know about all that.
Bad thing, Joe.
But as you can see, Christian McCaffrey is on the cover, and you can actually pre-order Madden and College Football 25 right now, and there's a deluxe package that you can get both the deluxe editions of each game, and it's like $200. I ain't gonna lie, it's like $200, but you get the deluxe edition. You get the deluxe edition of Madden, and you get the deluxe edition of NCAA college, or EA College Football 25. Now, y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's my favorite part of the show. We gotta do it real quick. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do it real quick, y'all. Real quick. I'm sorry, but we do. But it's a great question. I'm telling you, it's a great question. It really is. I got two of them, and I'm gonna try to get them both in. But listen, look at this. It says, as part of Fuel Sports Network, who talks and supports football, do you believe these pro leagues are focusing more on the bigger sportscasters and networks? And it's supposed to say in networks, the bigger sportscasters and networks like Fuel are being overlooked. How do you feel about
they
that?
are. Absolutely, they are. They're focusing on those because they have been a part of the standard. We're not the standard. We're different than everybody else. And because that we're different from everybody else, they're not going to look at us first. We would have to be looked at different. We would have to be through the roof for them to look at us. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have to be above and beyond. And then we got to have capital to make sure that happens.
Yep. So yeah,
but stay tuned, folks. Overlooked. Stay tuned, folks. There's some things cooking, some things up, man.
Yes. We in the kitchen. We in the kitchen, y'all. We working. We cooking up some stuff.
Because what people are starting to realize, alternative media, it's going to become the norm, whether people want to believe it or not. And it's only a matter of time, man. And you're seeing how major broadcasters are doing their own things now.
Yeah. Real talk. You see
that's what's going on. Like
you see it all the time.
People that were on the Worldwide Leader, those that were on Fox Sports, those that were on CBS or something like that, they have now pulled themselves down and started their own thing. They're still known, but they're using alternative media options now.
Yep. We're considered a grassroots movement network.
Would you consider us that?
That's what I feel we probably are considered. We're considered like a grassroots. That's we are that. We're a grassroots movement network. We're about the fans. We're about bringing the fans together and giving them knowledgeable information about the sports that they love. Period.
That's a great question, man.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I wish Gabe was here to answer that question as well. But real quick, off-topic question: how long should game series be before they end it and move on to venture on into other games or projects?
Is that
for
video
an example
games?
Like Assassin's? Yeah, he gave an example like Assassin's Creed, like how there's so many Assassin's Creed games and they're good, but is it time for Ubisoft to take a break from Assassin's Creed or let Assassin's Creed go, something like that? Or is there should be a time frame on how many games come out? Basically,
it's the same like movies. If people stop going to see them, people stop going to play them, they stop them then. But if they're not doing that, they're gonna keep making them as long as they can. That goes to you, Fast and Furious.
Right. Make this the last one. But listen, y'all, this is the Jersey the King show. I am blessed to be honored to have the A Train, Arlington Lane, on in substitution for Gabe today, who had to get called into work. But blessings to my brother Gabe. Hope your day at work is amazing, my brother. Arlington, I want to thank you for jumping on and chatting it up with me today. Help me get through this show with the crazy internet issues I'll be having. You are the greatest, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Next week, we got more information about everything going on because there's a lot going on in the football world.
Go Brahmas.
Go Brahmas.
I just made my pick.
There you have it. I got the Brahmas too. I'll go ahead and horns forward it up. This is Fuel Sports Network. I'm Jersey the King, man. He's Arlington A-Train Lane. We will holla at y'all next week. And make sure you tune in to all the shows on Fuel this week. We love y'all. Peace.